The views and opinions expressed in this podcast are those of the hosts and guests and do not necessarily reflect the official policy or position of the podcast platform, its affiliates, or even the hosts. The information provided is for general informational purposes only and should not be taken as legal, financial, or professional advice. The host and guests are not liable for any errors of omission in the content, nor for any losses, injuries, or damages arising from the use of the information provided. Listeners are encouraged to seek professional advice relevant to their specific circumstances.
A frank conversation with a moon. With a moon. Real stories, real people, real conversations. Just fine. You're listening to real frank conversation.
Are we live? What's good, great people? I am Ezel Moon, and I have a special guest in the building today. Tonight's guest is a man who proves that you don't have to fit inside anyone else's box. He's the lead vocalist of the rising rock band Chainsing, a dynamic performer who commands attention every time he stands on a stage, and he's also a proud member of the Omega Psi Phi Fraternity Incorporated. Whether through music, leadership, or personal growth, he's built a reputation for authenticity, passion, and refusing to be defined by limitations. Tonight, we're talking about the journey, the sacrifices, the music, the fraternity, and what it means to stay true to yourself in a world that constantly tries to tell you who you're supposed to be. Please help me welcome Sean Sterling.
How are we doing? How are you doing?
What's going on, dog? How you feeling?
I feel good. You know, it's an amazing day. I'm blessed and highly favored. I'm just, happy to be here. Happy to be able to talk.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. What is on you? Before we even get into like my questions that I have for you, I want to ask you this real quick. If in fact, let's say you went out, you played the lottery, and you hit for $47,532,248.96, right? That's what, after taxes and everything done been pulled out. What is the very first thing that you're doing?
The first thing I'm doing?
Mm-hmm.
I'm calling my LB because he's in finance. Because the reality is, I know there's something you're supposed to do. Like, you're supposed to see some financial advisor to make sure you don't lose all that money. The thing is that I don't have. I need to find one, so I'm gonna call my LB, and he's gonna tell me what to do with it.
No, that actually makes sense. If you have a finance of somebody that's in finance near you, you kind of want to just go ahead and hit them up so that they can give you good directions. But that's great. But for me, it's interesting because you are a rock star, like an actual rock star, right? So to say that I'm going to be fiscally responsible and the rock star life is literally right there to just to throw your funds at, why be fiscally responsible?
Because the thing is that, like, it's like you rolling in dough, you got a lot of bread, but it's like,
right,
you can turn. I watched this a video. I've seen multiple wealthy people say this, like specifically our frat Shaq, like,
right.
He said being rich, the difference between being rich and wealthy. Being rich means you have money, you can live that lavish lifestyle, you can do all the rock star stuff, own the cars, own the nice houses. But being wealthy means not only will your kids get to see that wealth, not only will your grandkids be able to see that wealth, but your great grandkids can be living off the bread that you made. And the fact of the matter is, I would rather have that kind of wealth that lasts rather than have a solid like 10-year split, the 10-year sprint where I'm just spending money like it's crazy. Because eventually, if I don't treat it right, that money's going to be gone. And then what do I have?
Amen, amen. So you're thinking about so you're literally thinking about the people that are coming behind you.
Uh-huh.
That's the right thing to do. I feel it. I feel it. Let's get into this really quickly. For people who are meeting Sean Sterling for the first time, who are you beyond the titles?
Who am I beyond the titles? I mean, I'm just a really wholesome, loving, caring dude. Got a little brother. Well, got a little brother, older sister, older brother. Parents, I love them. I value my family, value my friends, and at the end of the day, I just want to try and be a net positive to the world. That's really all it is. Any way, shape, or form.
What was the talk to me about that moment that you realized music wasn't just something you loved, but it was something that you had to pursue.
I mean, it's because the fact of the matter is, I've always been in music. It's just something I always did. And I mean, you're not going to be able to tell it now because, like, we just having a flowing conversation. But I genuinely do not consider English to be my first language. I consider music to be. There is a
Hmm.
point. There's a point in time where it was just like I've struggled to get my feelings or emotions or my thoughts out with words, whether it be speaking or writing. But I could always just play a little lick. I could go on my guitar, play something. I could sing something out, play something on piano. It just always felt natural.
That's interesting. That it's more natural to speak through music than the actual language that we're conversing in right now.
Yeah.
I I love. I want to be very clear. I love music. My ears are eclectic. Like literally, I can listen to anything. Which is why I kept using your song "Animosity" inside. I love "Animosity."
For real?
Um, but I will. I've never ever. I mean, I've conveyed, right? I built, I've been the guy that built the little, CDs, and I'd give it to a girl, let her know, hey, this is how I feel about you, right? So,
Yeah.
I'd be like, song selection was my way of, speaking through music, right? Or playing something around someone else and let them know, like, hey, this is the vibe that I'm in. But to actually, pick up a guitar or hop on a piano and actually play something or even be able to sing, man, I can't. I wish I had like that. That's talent. That's talent.
I mean, that's just what felt natural to me always.
Mm.
Just I I live my life through sonic vibrations. That's what I like to say when I'm feeling eclectic. You know what I mean? Like I live life through sonic vibrations.
That's hey, that's a good one.
Like that actually. Somebody
That's a
told me
good one.
that.
Hold on. Hey, yeah, that's the subtitle for this interview. I live
There it
life
is.
through sonic vibrations. I love that.
Sonic vibrations.
As a matter of fact, that's what you're going in as my phone now. Look, hey, wait, hold on. What number are you on your line? You an ace, deuce, or trey?
Deuce.
You the deuce? Oh yeah. I'm smooth changing you to sonic vibrations in my phone. That's that. Um,
My line name's actually Purple Rain after Prince.
that's a good one. That's a really good one. You deserve it because of the fact that you can play so many instruments, right?
Yes, sir.
What? Okay, tell me this. Give me. Like what made you like pick up like so many different things, and how do you continue to, how do you stay on top of your craft?
Honestly, what allowed me to do it is because not it's like I said, it's like my actual like that is my language. And then I
Right.
just transfer what I do know to different instruments and I see, okay, what are the similarities? I also am a very big ADHD kid. So it's just
Yes.
like for like probably like 2 months, I will hyper fixate on an instrument, try and get as good as possible. And then I'll go to the band room and be like, is that a trombone? I gotta learn I gotta learn that. Next thing I know, like, oh, this insert instrument here, I gotta learn that. So, it's like, and then I also ended up doing these things where it was like, whether it be, I grew up in classical music, like singing choirs. So I would like take the pieces of music I'm given and go into my DAW, sing in every single part and make a choir out of myself. I'll try and make like covers by myself just in my room just because it's fun to me.
how'd you get your voice, to be able to do, to carry a note for so long? In the clip that I uploaded, I was so like enamored with the fact that, man, he's really holding that in front of a large crowd, and he's killing it, like no backtrack, nothing. You were like, that was you. Talk to me
Yeah.
about, like, what I'm saying, building up that skill in particular.
That skill, it's a lot. So
Mhm.
it starts from breath support. Everything with your voice comes from your breath. You got to think before the lungs. You have to think about opening up the space. Your diaphragm, it sits like an upside down bowl. When you breathe deep, it'll actually flatten. It allowed like for you to build more space in your lungs. So you're not taking those shallow breaths you take with like how we're talking. You get that like
Right,
deep breath. Like you see my shoulders don't move.
right.
Fill it all up, and then when I scream, I think of it as if like there's a little
Mm,
flip, flick it on. It's like soft voice, harder voice, octane, and I flip it to octane, and I just push. But I don't push. It's like I don't, it's hard to think about because I think about it's hard to word it. Like like I
right.
was talking, it's hard to put into words. I also think about it like there's a valve, and I'm controlling like the amount of pressure coming out, like the amount of like what I'm sending, so I can just sustain the note for longer.
Got it, man.
It's whole chain.
You know, a lot of people, for example, what's my guy's name? Eddie Murphy. He said that they only picked one thing, and that was the one thing that they were going to do, and then they branch off into a bunch of different other things. Did you ever think about having a backup plan, or was music just always the destination?
It's funny. My backup plan, all my backup plans stemmed from being in music.
Okay,
So,
so like you go ahead.
I mean, like, because I knew music's what I wanted to do, and from
Mhm.
a very young age, I was like, I want to be a performer. I want to be somebody in front of crowds. And then I was like, so everyone's like, oh, what about a backup plan? I was like, oh, okay. I guess I could work at a studio so I can record music and put it out so I can eventually be in front of crowds. It's like I'm stubborn, dog. I'm stubborn.
Yeah.
I was gonna get this regardless. And then there was a
That
point.
man
It's like,
said,
yeah,
hey, no matter what, I don't care what it is, I'm gonna be in something with music, and I'm gonna make this music, and somebody's gonna listen to it.
exactly.
Like,
There's this place called Marquee Music. Like it's where the band used to rehearse all the time. I was like,
right.
okay, if I don't do it, if I don't make it this way, go work
Mhm.
at Marquee, give me a little band, and pimp out the studio, pimp out the rehearsal space.
Hey man, you gotta get it. You gotta get it, dog. Ingenuity, Q. Ingenuity.
I
Re-
know where it
really quickly, um, the formation of Chained Saint,
Mhm.
right? Give me give me that process. I mean, I know, from research, I saw that you guys have known each other for forever, right? Um, Talk to me about, who was the person that suggested, like, let's bring this together.
So the formation of Chain Saint,
Mhm.
it's interesting because we've all known each other for a long time. I met Ethan in School of Rock when I was in the seventh or eighth grade.
Right.
That's one of my best friends of like coming on 8 years, you know. And then I met Cam through I met Sevi through School of Rock, and I met Cam through the band. Because the funny thing, I'm not gonna say too much because we actually have like a documentary little thing that we've been working on ever since we started our first album. But
Oh, nice.
I wasn't the original singer. I
Mm.
then at some point because the original singer, had to we had to he was not in the equation for reasons. And Ethan, the guitarist, like I said, one of my best friends, like 7 years. It's funny because we were in a period where we wasn't really talking for like a year, and it wasn't even on anything bad. It's just sometimes friends just drift out of contact. So it happens. But one random day, I forgot who hit up the other one. I think I hit him up just on some random stuff. It's like, "How you doing, man?" He's like, "I'm good," and then he was like, random. He's like, "Oh, by the way, like." bro's not in the band anymore. You want to come finish our album with us? And this is like before the band had like taken off at all. I was like, you know what? Why not? Reunite with my friend. Got in the studio, and all of a sudden, we just started. It just started working.
That's lovely. That's nice. That's nice. Listen, if you need somebody to help interview for the documentary, you let me know.
I
I
will.
will gladly do it. I don't mind. I mean, that's yeah, all great bands deserve a documentary and a part two. Don't ever forget the part two to the documentary. All right,
It's in.
just
I think everything should come in twos.
but oh my god, you know what? All right, dog.
Yeah, bro.
All right. Give me you know, some of your biggest obstacles early on. You know, what was what is something that you felt like was holding you back, something that you had to overcome, to even just to be able to sit here in front of this audience and talk to me now.
Okay. I mean, the most obvious one I would say, which well, people don't think it's obvious, which is kind of funny. I used
Hmm.
to and sometimes still do have a little bit of stage fright. It's a thing. Stage fright is real, because the thing is that you talked about me being a dynamic performer, but that stems from vulnerability. You have to actually be able to be vulnerable on the stage. So now it's like imagine opening yourself up to the fullest extent for 5,000 people. It's draining, it's exhausting, and it's scary. The thing is that even though I've been performing for so long, I've been performing from since a very young age. Like I was always in larger scale, like what how do you frame it? Like choirs? I'd be in like big bands, So it's and yeah, I'd be getting my solos and stuff, but like it was different because I had something I could fall back on. As the frontman for a metal band, it's like yeah, I have my bandmates, but Cam way back there behind the drums. Ethan and Sebi have guitars and basses they can hide behind, but I'm not playing anything. You know, all I have is me and my microphone, and it's my job to make you feel something. So it's like you really you have to be about it, and you just have to like allow the audience to like really feel you at your soul. So it's a lot and it's scary, but it pays off.
How would you describe your sound? Especially to someone who has never heard your music. I say your metal like it's thrash for
It
me.
is 100%. It is 100%. It's thrash. We're combining a little bit of hardcore into that, but on
Right.
top of that, I would say the biggest thing I'd say is it's like a raw ball of energy. It's like a ball of fire, and it's just like don't get too close. But like when you look at it, it's like oh, that's pleasant. It's fire.
Favorite mosh pit memory?
Ooh, I don't know if I got a
I
favorite one.
got five.
I mean, favorite mosh pit is one where I'm not. It's not the ones where you throwing hands. You just like
Right.
vibing. I
Five.
have been in a few where they're throwing hands, and I was just like, you know what? I'm gonna take myself out of this. It's like, look, it's cool in the moment. It's amazing in the moment, but you
Right.
leave, man.
Yeah. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'll never forget the time I was like, you know, well, I was leaving a mosh pit and I was like, what cut me? Like, how did this happen?
How did this happen? Damn.
Can you give me a song that best represents, who the band is right now?
Okay, right now, okay, well, right now it's gonna be 1,000 tons. That's just like that's a song that is closest to where we sit. We are dropping new music very soon though. And with that, There's two songs that my two favorite songs off of that are called Punk and Uncrowned. But I'll leave that. I'm just gonna leave that in the ether.
Okay, all I know is that ether better make its way to my phone. Just let you know. Yeah. Well, yeah. You don't sit down on the platform. Yeah, let me get that new music before it comes out. Good brother. Yep.
I will say
let me get,
we have performed all the songs off this new release already. You can probably find it.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna be on the lookout. When's your next what's your next show?
Next show is gonna be July 15th or 16th. That's when we start our tour. We're touring Europe this summer. We're opening up to opening up for Slaughter to Prevail. My fault.
Nice. All right, so I gotta get to Europe. Copy. Okay, got it. My birthday is July 22nd, so oddly enough, like, all right, I'll figure out a way. But I gotta support. Let me ask you this: what's the craziest thing that has happened during a live performance?
Okay, I'll go with this story since it's during a live one, but I'll give you another one that was during a sound check. So playing at the Whiskey Go-Go, I'm looking on stage. One of the things that's easy since it's a smaller stage and people are actually right in front of me. It's very intimate. I put my foot on the monitor and I'm just like looking down at them, right? And this nice young lady reaches her hand up to me. And I'm like, one of the best parts about being on stage is like you can genuinely make somebody's day by pointing at them. So I'm like, I'll take her hand. Cool. I'm singing. We're singing together. Cool. I try to let go and she's not letting go. So I have to just like I did it with a calm little like, okay, now walk away. I come back, put my foot on the monitor again, just because I interact with the other side of the stage. I come back, I'm looking up. She's like making eye contact with me. I'm like, okay. So I just look up. I look somewhere else. I start to feel something like poking my toe, and I look down, or she's like grabbing my foot. And she starts like stroking my leg. And at that point, I'm like, what the fuck? What the fuck? At that point,
yeah, you gotta back away from the edge of the stage, good buddy. You gotta hit one of these. You gotta cue Superman backwards, young dog.
Yes. We gotta kick slide.
Yep. Because man, I'm telling you, that is they are out there. Have you had any more interactions with fans that you feel like have made you side eye and be like, you know what, maybe I should just be less accessible?
That's the next story. That's when it really went too far.
Okay, copy.
So we're sound checking in Arizona.
Right.
We hit the last note. I'm like, cool. And the thing is that for this show, there's already happened to be people like gravitating over because the festival grounds are like semi-open already. So it just kind of worked. So people just like gravitating over.
Right.
Last note. And we're gonna get some stickers to pass them out because like that's one of the best ways to promote yourself. It's like hey, we're Chain Saint. I hope you can come back later when we actually play. Before I can even turn around, I turn around and look over at my guitarist, like see like what's the move from the crowd. Sign my titties. Excuse me. I just ignore her. I'm hoping that it wasn't directed towards me. I start talking, sign my titties! Oh, fuck.
You signed them titties?
No. No, I did not. And now a lot of people be like, bro, why? I don't want to say too much. Just, that was not the pair of titties you want to sign.
Copy.
not to mention. So, but what I did do, I was fine to meet in the middle.
Right.
So I went down. I got off the stage. Mind you, this is a big festival stage. So it took me like a solid 5 minutes to get down there because I had to run around, go to security, get to the front. I run down there and I say, I'm not signing your boobs, but I will sign your bra. And she's like, okay, take her bra, whatever. Give it to me. I'm seeing this is a black bra. I have a black Sharpie. I'm pressing hard as fuck. I'm really trying to get this shit to show. And she says to me, that's like a black Sharpie not gonna work. It's okay. You can sign the real thing. Boom. Bro, I'm not gonna lie. I damn near had a heart attack. I was 18 at the time too, so there was no saving my ass. I tried to be like, I think I might be a little too young for this. Freak ass cameraman. Nah, you 18, bro. It's okay. Why the fuck you had to say that? Like,
I would have left. I would have.
I almost did.
I am not gonna lie to you. Oh, I just want to let you know, dog, I got a comment saying that, hey, I hope he knows he's gonna be the reason why it's gonna be a lot of people wearing camouflage and gold boots in the crowds of his show.
That's funny. It's so fun. It's funny because I was scared when I went on stage. I was so happy because I was fresh off, bald head. I'd be out. And I'm about to go on stage. I'm like, damn, I hope there's not anybody in this crowd who doesn't know about the fraternity that runs around being like, I'm doing the Sean Sterling.
Yeah.
It's the Sean Sterling, y'all.
It's the Sean Sterling.
Because then my chapter would be like, somebody just came up to me and said I'm doing the Sean Sterling and threw up the hooks, right? I'm like, oh shit.
Yeah, man. It's a lot of famous bros that literally, if I'm doing the Michael Jordan, I'm doing the you are literally one of one. Like now you're him. You are him. You're him, dog. You're him. All right, we got to take a quick commercial break and we'll be right back with the Sean Sterling doing the Sean Sterling. You ready, dog? In 3, 2, 1, commercial.
WSAN Radio, the soul of America and beyond. Join DJ Ron G and the WSAN crew every day for the Ron G Morning Show, Funk Friday, and Gospel Brunch Sunday. From local heroes to national guests, WSAN Radio connects you to the pulse of our community. One song, one story, one soul at a time. WSAN Radio, where music, motivation, and movement come together. Streaming live, follow us on Facebook, YouTube, and WSANradio.com.
Got me together with this two-piece. It's the good leggings, no see-through business.
We are back. Big shout out to all of our sponsors. If you guys need to run a commercial right here on this network, please make sure you reach out to the United Front Network. How you feeling, Q?
I'm feeling good.
That's good. That's good. That's good. I want to get into, your thought process on certain things. What do you feel like separates a good performer from a great frontman?
I gotta think about this.
Hmm.
Perform from a good front man.
A good performer from a great frontman.
I will say a great front man is a good performer, but a good performer is not a great front man. Because the thing is that I would say a great front man, a good performer can do front man things, but as a front man, you actually have to be very perceptive. Like a good performer can go up there and do something scripted. So it's like I've had a lot of people be like, "Oh yeah," like it's funny. I was talking to my guitarist about this the other day because we're working out the set for what's it called for
Europe.
yeah, appreciate it. Uh, and a lot of times we'll have like the hard time limits. So it's like, oh, Sean, you should probably script what you're gonna say, but anybody can do that. But as a front man, it's literally like I told you before. It's my job to like make you specifically feel something. So I could script and be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna say this. But if the crowd's not responding the way I need you to, like let's say this is a perfect example. Arizona. Like there's certain times where I'll be like, I want to see everybody start open up a pit. I want to see a mosh pit. But the thing is like everybody was old. So what do I look like telling a bunch of old people to start a mosh pit? Like it makes no sense. So it's a whoa, a great front man is perceptive and will and can come up with stuff on the fly and will be like, okay, this is exactly how I need to maneuver to make sure this is good. I need to take a step back so my other performers can shine for a moment. A good performer is able to just get the job done, go on stage and get through it and look good.
Mm. I respect that. I respect that. Rock music has often been portrayed a certain way. What has been your experience as a black artist in that space?
My experience has been decent. Of course, there's some crowds that it feels like,
Yeah.
but the fact of the matter is, and this is where, I would consider myself a decently humble person. That's my LB. Oh my gosh. What's it called? I would consider myself a pretty humble person, but to be honest, it's situations like those where you genuinely have to stop being humble and be like,
Yes.
okay, I understand that you might not like me being here performing for you, but you still watching it though. Like I'm on the stage. I'm here for a reason. And when you really start to think that way in those moments, it's not that bad. Because the fact of the matter is, behind closed doors in those rooms where we're talking about things that nobody gets to see,
Mhm.
I'm being treated with respect. I'm treating other people with respect. At the end of the day, we're all human. I'm a performer. You're an agent. We're talking business.
Give me your thoughts on, you know, having more artists that look like you inside that space. Do you feel like it would help or hurt the culture to have us explore rock music more?
I would. And matter of fact, there's a band called Paradox. Paradox. They're a black pop punk band.
Mm.
Their big thing recently has actually been returning rock music back to its roots. Because rock music does stem from us. Now, maybe metal as a subgenre didn't 100%, but rock music did. And where rock and roll has split, it actually leans more on the metal side than it does on the pop. pop rock side. So I will say, I think it'd be great for the culture, because at the end of the day, rock music is surprisingly like encapsulating it like a lot, and you can do so much with it. I've always been one to where it's like I don't listen to genre, I listen to sound, I live. What did I say earlier? I live life through sonic frequencies or sonic vibrations.
Sonic vibrations.
It's like those sonic vibrations are actually have such a color to them where it pulls you in and you can use it for different purposes. It's like I think it's a space we should be in.
Yeah, definitely. I know I call you Sonic Vibrate. I'm calling you that. I just want you to know that you have your line name, and then you have the name that this is what you're getting. Okay, just letting you know.
It's okay.
And it's gonna look cool. It's gonna look cool. I'm gonna send it to you. But talking about the fraternity, right? How has the frat helped shape the man that you've become?
Well, I mean, Exhibit A, my line brothers in the chat. What's good, Andrew? Rue. The funny part is he's literally outside. That's the funny part. At this point in the interview. But what's it called? How the fraternity has helped me shape me as a person. I mean, because there genuinely is just another standard that we hold ourselves to as Omega Men. And the family I've gotten from it, the friendship I've gotten from it, they like my LBs, my pros, my extended, who's also here, like they all genuinely ground me down, because at the end of the day, my LBs they've seen some things out of me, and I've seen some stuff out of them. But at the end of the day, it's like they've seen me when I'm low, but they've seen me when I'm high. But they'll always keep me humble, and I will always keep them humble. Same with my pro fights. Same with, like we were just talking now, the fact that we were able to have such an amazing conversation before we were able to go live simply on bruh stuff.
Yeah.
And it's like, it's incredible. It's like we are bonded and we just met.
Yeah. Literally, yeah.
There's some other things that, we can't talk about, but
right.
It's like once you become the bros,
Yeah, absolutely. All the things that are hard but fair and sad but true, we do not discuss those. Yeah. We just gotta hold that in our bosom and keep going. I wonder for you, right? Because it's been, I crossed 2011, and you crossed in 26. That's a 15-year gap. I wonder what lessons from Omega show up in your career, in your aspirations.
What lessons from? Actually, a lot.
Yeah.
One being that, and this is like not something Omega has specifically taught me, but one thing I've taken, which is something I love about the frat. Just like you could just take stuff from it and it just makes sense. But the fact of like literally working with family, like, because at the end of the day, our chapters are business. So it's like you still have that chapter account, you still have to have those events. You got to think about the cream on the yard, if you will.
Keep going. I'm listening. Keep going.
It's like at the end of the day, I'm running a business with my family, and Change Saint is the same way. It's very much family oriented, but you have to be able to understand, like, you my brother right now versus you my business partner right now. Yes. Like, we're talking business, now we talking brotherly.
Yeah. I want to give you a couple quick ones, all right?
Yeah, of course.
All right. Step show in front of 10,000 people or concert in front of 500.
Step show in front of 10 or concert in front of 500.
Yep.
Did I choreograph the step show?
Ooh, you know what? I'm not throwing no caveats. It's up to you.
Man, I mean, the safe option would be concert in front of 500 because I know for a fact I'm able to actually touch everybody in that crowd. However, if I was choreographing, then I would say the step show.
Okay. Favorite artist of all time?
Damn. At the moment, I'm going Kendrick Lamar.
Oh, interesting. Okay. All right. Favorite album?
By Kendrick? Ooh.
Nah, just in general.
Oh, just in general? Damn. Okay. Can I give two?
Absolutely.
All right, bet. I'm going to give Metropolis Part 2 Scenes from a Memory by Dream Theater. And then I'm going to give you Mr. Morale by Kendrick.
Okay. Dream collaboration.
I would love to work with Dream Theater. I'd love to work with Kendrick. Love to work with Tyler, Playboy Cardi. Like, I have a whole list.
Bro, if you do something with Tyler, you better call me. Like, call me. I just call me.
Tyler's so talented. He's so talented.
What? Yes. Like, it's awesome. You know what I mean? Like, because he's literally just said, yo, I'm going to build this thing being myself.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Authentically him. And it's addicting.
Yes. Yeah. Literally that. All the things that they said that he couldn't do, or they said they shorted him on, he said, all right, watch this. Rapping, like making beats, scoring entire movies and shit. Like, bro, come on. Like, it's different.
Like they said, oh, you can't make a pop song. Okay, boom, here's Earthquake.
Hold, bro.
Just because you said
just because you said I can't do this, bro, I'm just gonna go off and do it. Not even just because you said it, but because of the fact that I like this. You know what I mean? I like what I create. It's a beautiful thing to love what you create, bro. It really is, man. Like, it's a beautiful thing to, like, when you find something that authentically resonates with the parts of you, and you're able to say, yo, you know what? I'm going to put this out there into the world, and I don't care what anybody thinks about it. I just love the fact that I did this and I created this. Like, this is my thing, Like, how often do you write for your, like, what I'm saying, as far as for music?
I write every day.
Oh man.
It's just like every day is a little song. Something, because the reality is, like, I'm really constantly writing technically. Because, like I said, I communicate in music, so it's almost like I'm translating right now.
Got it.
I'm getting notes, and then I'm translating to you.
Yeah. What's one thing that everybody gets wrong about you?
Oh, this just got deep. One thing that everybody gets wrong about me. That I don't overthink.
It seems like from what you said earlier in regards to the stage fright and just now talking about overthinking, how are you overcoming those feelings?
Well, it helps. I mean, watching myself progress in my career definitely helps. It always does. But the other aspect is kind of like the time can't even talk. The other aspect would be like when I was talking about going in front of quote unquote motivated audiences, you know, where I was like, you have to understand like you are here for a reason. Sometimes I have to put that cap on. And then the other aspect is like after I do my warm up, I get myself, eat up so to speak. It's just like it's like I go on stage with like an adrenaline rush and I just like do everything to just ease my mind. And then once I'm on that stage, the thoughts and feelings just go away because I'm in my element.
Let me ask you this: what impact do you want Chained Saint to leave on music, and what impact do you want Sean Sterling to leave on the world?
The impact I want Chain Saint to leave on music is really just the fact that like anybody could go up and do it if you put in the work and you just believe in yourself enough. Like we're just a bunch of kids with course pranks at the end of the day. We met in a school of rock doing some random like high school, no, it's not even high school, middle school shit. Said, hey, let's make a band and write music. And here we are, you know? Like I want it to really be like anybody could do it because that's how it's most authentic. That's how you don't get the industry plants, the people who are just like planted there. Like if you genuinely want this, do it. And then the impact I want to leave on the world is very similar to that, but also just like it's more so. Obviously, I want to be charitable. I want to give back. I want to give to the people who came before me, but pay homage to the people who came before me and leave for the people who come after me. But the legacy I want to leave is just that I'm just a dope dude who just loves his craft. But at the end of the day, I am.
Yes, sir. And that is coming from the Deuce Dog, Purple Rain, QKA, Sonic Vibrations. I want to get into the goal of the show. The reason why I do this thing, which is philanthropy, garnering support from the audience and putting it towards a charity or nonprofit that you care about. What charity or nonprofit would you like to spotlight today, give a shout out to, and why is the cause that it faces so important to you?
Okay, so I'm shouting out the Hurricane Bane Foundation. It's actually interesting that I'm mentioning them because my Ruben Bain, who is the person who runs it, is my prophyte. And the reason why I find it important to me is because before I even became the Brez, I saw him do that. And I always wanted to have a foundation myself called the Sean and Jeremy Foundation. My little brother has autism, and I just watched him, struggle growing up, struggle in social situations, and seeing somebody do that young, like make their own foundation for something they care about so young, genuinely inspired me. So that helped, like literally by watching this foundation just exist, it helped me lock in 10 times more. And I actually never got the chance to tell Ruben that. So I'm actually going to do that when I get off of this call. And then, yeah, I mean, they actually are having a back to school drive at the end of July. And we're just going to come in, donate, give just different, what is it called? School supplies so that he can give it back out. Like, I do genuinely believe in the foundation, and I genuinely believe in what it can do because it did something for me unintentionally. So that's how you have actual power. And what's the word? I'm like, I should just get a guitar and play it.
That would literally be the dopest thing. Because that would be so uniquely you, the power and influence that it has.
But
hopefully though.
That's how you know it has substance and value. That's what it is.
Yes, there it is. You
Quick
know,
second.
I want to say, thank you so much for mentioning them, and hopefully those who are on the sound of our voices, they shall in fact, feel so inspired by the conversation today that they go out, they donate, whether it be their time, energy, effort, or school supplies for the event at the end of July to the Ruby Foundations. Dog, thank you so much for coming on the show today. Before we close out, we like to leave with words of wisdom for the next generation. So, for you, I ask this: what words of wisdom would you have for someone who wants to get into the School of Rock?
For School of Rock, I'm gonna do you one better. I'll do School of Rock, and then I'll do just to actually like make it in this industry.
Yeah.
To the School of Rock, it's so funny. You just gotta show up, but like you gotta sign up and like mean that because you need like you can go to School of Rock and just be there and exist and be like, okay, I go to School of Rock, or you can go and you can do all the shows, get yourself good at whatever you're doing, whether that be singing, guitar, drums, and then you can go be in a house band. And you can go from the house band B to A. Then you can go from team A to All Stars. Now you're touring with the School of Rock. But that only goes so far. From that, what you need to do is you need to find yourself a group of friends and just start playing. Play with people. Really own your craft. Because the matter of fact is, this industry waits on nobody. It's vicious, it's difficult. However, you put in the work, results come. And it's better to get into it young because I don't want to say there's a lot more leeway, but when you get into it young, that's just one thing you have on your side that you can kind of throw in your musical resume, if you will. Like, look at what I'm doing, and I'm young too. It's like I'm doing it at this age. Imagine what I could be doing at 25. So that would definitely be my advice for a young artist. Get into it and own it and be about it.
Most definitely. Most definitely. Brother, thank you again for coming by to a frank conversation. My producer's gonna bring you down, and I'm gonna close out the show, and then we can wrap after this.
Yes, sir.
All right, now, man. Big shout out to Sean. You guys, please. You know what? Let's all go to Europe. Let's go to Europe. We're gonna go ahead and go to his show. We're gonna have a grand old time, and let's celebrate my birthday in Europe at his show. Let's do that. Let's do that. All right, let's do that. Sean, thank you so much, man, for joining us tonight. Your story is a reminder that people are far more complex, gifted, and capable than the label society places on them. Whether through music, leadership, or the fraternity, you've shown what it looks like to embrace every part of who you are unapologetically, especially as you communicate through music. To everyone watching, if tonight's conversation inspired you, challenged you, or made you think differently, make sure you share this live, follow Sean Sterling and Chain Saint, and continue supporting artists who are creating with purpose. Until next time, please remember the most powerful conversations are often the ones that we're afraid to have. This has been a frank conversation. See you guys next Wednesday at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm Izo Moon, and I'm not doing it unless it's fun and it helps people. Peace.